everyone, how's it going? My name is Ray and I'm here at Everybody Gym for our video on demand class. I'm happy to be here. Our intention this practice is to focus on centering. There's a lot of change going on in the world at all times. We experience so much change throughout the day, throughout our lives, throughout the hour, and we want to practice how to find a sort of centering when there's a lot of change going on around. What can be our constant? With that being said, let's get started in child's pose. And everything I say is also always just a guideline. Feel free to take as many rests as possible or go off the train tracks and do something on your own. All right, let's get started. So here in child's pose, our big toes will touch and our knees will come apart to the width of the mat, and then we'll melt our heart forward. Maybe your forehead rests here on the mat, or you can have it rested on a block, whatever feels good for you. Reach your hands out in front, find a gentle stretch in your shoulders. Take a second to get grounded here. Let your hips get heavy. The skin of your forehead gets soft, just settling in to this moment. You showed up, and that's the hardest part. Start to connect to the present moment. Are there any sounds you hear? Are there any smells that you smell? Notice what's above you. Notice what's below you, supporting your weight. And then let's start to bring some attention, some mindfulness to our breath. How's that showing up today? Maybe it's a little shallow. Maybe it's nice and long. Maybe they're deep belly breaths. No right or wrong answer. Take a deep breath in through the nose, pulling in the air. Exhale, let your body soften. Great, let's do that one more time in case you missed it. So we'll inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Continue to stick to your breath, lengthening the inhales, lengthening the exhales as you go. And if at any point in this practice, if you notice your mind start to wander, know that that's okay. Again, there's always so much going on around us. The practice isn't the poses or flexibility or even strength. It's more so about how we're able to be present with what's going on with us, with what we're working with here on the mat, and honoring that, honoring our breath, honoring our experiences, however restless or still they may be. One more breath in, and breath out. As you're ready, we'll make our way to tabletop, lifting ourselves up, removing the block. If you have it, you can leave it at the top of the mat. And then from here, check that your shoulders are stacked over your ankles and your hips are over your knees. From here, let's get into cat-cow. We inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, shine the insides of the elbows forward, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Tailbone drops down and tucks underneath you. Drop the head. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Really push away from the mat. Use the full length of your breath for the movement. Continue a couple rounds in your own time. Moving slower or faster. Good. Come back to neutral tabletop. Imagine there's a little teacup on your lower back. Try not to let that teacup spill. And then we'll turn our fingers out. Maybe you stay here and that feels really good, or you can turn your fingers all the way in. So our forearms are facing the front of the mat. From here, start to take little tiny circles around the wrists. Stay grounded in your shins and the tops of your feet, waking up the muscles in the wrist. Let's reverse the circle when you're ready. Finding your breath if you've lost it, that's okay. By now the teacup's probably spilled, and that's okay. Okay, come back to center. Bring the fingers to point forward. We're going to gently tuck the toes and peel the hips up and back. Take your time with it. Maybe you start by lifting the knees and you connect with the core. And then from here, you slowly extend the legs, send the hips up and back, down dog. From here, start to pedal it out. Maybe bend one knee at a time. Maybe you look in between your arms or under your arms. Smell your armpits. Just notice how that's going. On your next inhale, bend both knees. Look in between the hands at the top of the mat. And then baby steps to forward fold at the top of the mat. Once you're there, deep bend in the knees. Let your tummy drape over the thighs. Let the crown of your head get heavy. Start to find a gentle sway here. Maybe you grab the opposite elbows. Soften the jaw and breathe. Let's let go of the elbows if we have them. On our next inhale, lift up halfway, find a half lift. Hands can come to the shins, and we're pressing the legs into the hands into the legs. Find a flat back and the crown of the head reaches forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, fold forward. With your next inhale, gently start to press yourself to stand, taking your time. Rolling up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Head stays nice and heavy until the last moment. Mountain pose. From here, we readjust our clothes. Maybe we gotta fix our hair. Maybe we just gotta shake it out a little bit. Or maybe we're ready to be nice and still and get into the practice. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, we cactus the arms out to the side like a goalpost. Shine the heart forward. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring it all the way down, forward fold. Bend in the knees. Inhale, find that half lift. Plug your shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back. We're in plank pose here. And here, check that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips are gently lifted. Kick the heels back. You can always lower down to tabletop, or you can come to half plank. A lot of options here. You could also always hang out in child's pose, which is where we began. If you're in plank pose, we'll inhale to shift forward onto the toes. Exhale, lower down to the belly, hugging the elbows in. Untuck the toes. We inhale the chest up for just a gentle cobra. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, let's push up to plank or tabletop. Exhale, send the hips up and back, down dog. Rebend in the knees, resituate yourself. Press into all 10 fingers. Internally rotating those thighs, but externally rotating those shoulders. Once you've found your foundation, we'll inhale to slide the right leg up. Keep those toes pointed down. Try to keep the hips square here. Press away with both hands. Inhale, maybe you lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, hug it in like you're trying to step over a hurdle. And then step the foot in between the hands. Maybe you use your hand to help your foot get there. Let's lower the back knee down. And if you have sensitive knees, you can use the blanket. Or if you just want a little extra love today, you can leave the toes tucked, or you can press into the tops of the foot, whatever feels more stable for you. So from here, press into your right foot, and we inhale to sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. If you're having trouble with balance, maybe you heel toe your right foot closer to the edge of the mat. Wherever you're at, feel the stretch here in your quads. Check that your front knee is stacked over your front ankle. We melt the pelvis forward. One more breath in here. Exhale, come down, release the hands, and here we'll grab our blocks to be to our sides. We're going into a half split, so we'll extend this front leg. Toes are pointing up, and send the hips back. You can stay kind of bent if that feels better for you. Imagine you're trying to drag your heel towards you to get that stretch in the back leg. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall here in this half splits. Exhale, melt yourself forward. 2 to 3 breaths here. Good. On your next inhale, let's come up, rebend into the front leg. Bring your blocks to the inside of this right foot. If your foot isn't already towards the edge of the mat, heel toe it out, and our toes will point out, our heel is in. Bring the blocks over, and maybe you lower it down to the lowest setting or medium setting. Let's bring the back knee closer to the back of the mat. And then from here, we stay in lizard lunge, again, melting this pelvis forward. We can even lower down onto the forearms if that feels good. Try to hug this right knee in towards the midline so it's not fully splaying out. We're still pressing down into all 4 corners of this right foot. Maybe you gotta readjust the blanket here. Sometimes transitions are ugly, and that's okay. But you gotta do what you gotta do to take care of your body and find a shape that works for you. Okay, let's come back to our breath. 2 to 3 breaths in lizard pose. Bring some loving awareness to that right hip. Relax the shoulders. When you're ready, let's come up onto our hands if you're lowered. Ditch those blocks, one off to the side, and then heel toe that foot over to the middle of the mat. We'll place the hands down, lift that back knee, send the right foot back, plank pose, or tabletop. And from here, take a vinyasa flow. So you can do cat-cow, or again, we can shift forward onto the toes. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. We'll do that on the other side, no surprises here. Inhale, slide the left leg up. Exhale, jump over that hurdle, step the foot in between the hands. Adjust your props if you need it nearby. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana here. Notice the difference on this side. None of our bodies are perfectly symmetrical, so take the adjustments that you need. Again, relax the shoulders away from the ears and externally rotate the arms like you're trying to give someone a high five behind you. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, find that half splits that works for you. Maybe you bring your blocks, point the toes up, send the hips back. Good. When you're ready, inhale to rebend into that knee. Bring your hands down, lift the back foot, step the left foot to plank pose, and take a vinyasa flow or skip it. We'll meet in down dog whenever you're ready. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, flutter it out the lips. Horse breath. Inhale to bend both knees. Exhale, make your way to forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale for your half lift. Flat back here, plugging the shoulders in. Exhale, come down. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, we reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. From here, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, sit into chair. So we sit the hips back, our weight goes into our heels. Good. Maybe you even play with lifting the toes. Draw that navel in and up and keep that tailbone tucked down. If you're wondering what all these words mean, just keep breathing. Reach your arms forward, lift your sternum. Where's your center? Find that warmth in your core starting to wake your whole body up, and then use that to find strength in this pose. If you're shaking, that's okay. That's that warmth, that's that energy. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring the hands to the heart. Breathe in, one-legged Tadasana. Lift your right leg as you stand into the left. Flex those right toes. Lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Lift both hip points up to the sky. Good. And if you fall out of it, that's okay. Just meet us back here. We breathe in. As you breathe out, kick this right foot back. Take your time with it. And gently find your footing, step back. Maybe you gotta move the blanket if you still have it like me. Cool. And then from here, we'll all meet in crescent lunge. So a gentle bend in this back leg to keep our center on top of us. Knees stacked, front knee is stacked over your ankle. And when you're ready, lift the arms up to the sky, crescent lunge. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, open yourself up to warrior two. We spin this back heel down, arms go out to the side. Again, lift through all four corners or all four sides of your torso. Breathe. With your next breath in, reach this front arm up and back, reverse warrior. As you exhale, release this left elbow down to your left thigh. Reach this top arm up and over the head. Keep that bend in this front knee. Find strength in this back leg, grounding down through the outer edge of that foot. Maybe you come down to a block on the inside of your ankle if that feels better for you. As you inhale, spin the ribs open towards the ceiling. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more breath in. Maybe you reach a little further in front of you. Exhale, bring that down. Ditch the block. Lift the right arm to the sky and plant the right arm for a gentle twist. Exhale, let's come back down, both hands to the inside of the foot. Walk your hands over to the long side of the mat. Ground down into this left foot, turn the toes out. Maybe the right heel will lift and that's okay. We'll lift the left toes, come into Skandasana, bend into this right leg, and breathe. Inhale to find a nice long seat. You can also come to a block if that feels good for you. One more breath here in your Skandasana. Exhale, let's release the palms. Ditch that block over to the side, and we're actually going to turn ourselves all the way to the back of the mat. So our right toes are now pointing towards the back of the mat. Our left heel is lifted, and our hands are framing our right foot. From here, find a gentle bend in the right knee. Walk the palms forward, maybe you're on your fingertips. Stay here, find length in the spine, or play with floating this left foot up for standing splits. It can be any amount. Starting to warm up our practice. Point those toes down. When things get challenging, where is our center to support us? What does that feel like? One more breath in standing splits. Maybe we're shaking. Exhale, step your left foot next to your right, forward fold. Sweet release. Maybe you sway a little bit, shake it out. Check that your feet are hips width apart. It's about 2.5 fists in between them. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, we reach all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Tadasana. Now we're at the back of the mat. Our perspective has changed. How can we ground ourselves in that change? Deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, sit your hips back, chair pose. Again, find that fire in your core. Use that to your power. Keep the neck nice and long. Breathe. On your next inhale, we stand up onto the right leg. Maybe the palms come to our heart. Lift the left leg. Flex these lifted toes. Hug the outer standing ankle in and both hip points up to the sky. And again, if you fall out of it, that's okay. It's about how we come back into it. Okay, one more breath in one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, we kick it back. Chest hinges forward, and then we step our left toes. Inhale to our crescent lunge. On your next breath out, open up to your warrior two, spinning the toes down. The left toes can turn out a little bit. Rebend into that front knee. Draw this tailbone straight down. We like to stick our booty out. It's not that kind of class today, but that class is very fun. Okay. Reach energy through all 10 fingers. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. And again, your right hand can come down to a block if that feels better for you. Spin this top arm down, wrapping the triceps towards you. Inhale to find length. Spin your chest open. Exhale, we come down. Ditch that block. Back heel lifts. Plant the left arm. Reach the right arm up. Exhale. Now both hands are to the inside of the mat. Walk it over towards the long side of the mat. Lift the right toes. Skandasana into the right leg. Again, you can sit on a block. You can lift your booty up. As long as you're finding that stretch in that right leg, as long as you're breathing, you're doing it right. One more breath in here. You got it. Nice. Exhale, palms down. Now we walk it over to frame this left foot. Turn all 10 toes forward. See, maybe you stay here, work on finding length in the torso, or you come onto the fingertips, lift this back leg, standing splits. Crown of the head bows down. Gentle bend in the left foot. Flex the right toes. Breathe. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's come back down, forward fold. From here, we inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, let's reach up one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come down, plant the palms, step the right foot back, the left foot back, lower the knees, big toes touch, knees apart, child's pose. In child's pose, let your breath get heavy and long. Let your heart rate start to slow down. Notice your thoughts. And if they're starting to stray away from this practice, again, that is okay. There is space for those emotions and those experiences too. You just come back to the breath. That is our center. From child's pose, we'll inhale to lift ourselves up into table. From here, we step the right foot forward and then heel toe your right foot to the back of your left wrist. Drop the shin down. We're coming into pigeon. At if any point this feels uncomfortable, you can come out of it, lay on your backs, and take reclined figure 4. If you're here in seated pigeon, then we will inch our left knee a little back. We can sit on a block. I love these blocks. We can sit on a blanket. A lot of options here. And so our shin will kind of be parallel to the front of the mat, but that's kind of intense. So just try to kick your right foot forward as much as it feels good in the hips. And then once you've found a good stretch, inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, maybe you fold forward. Your forearms release to the floor and your head drops. Again, block. You can use for your forehead or to bring the forearms a little bit closer to you. Two to three nice long breaths here in our half pigeon. As you're ready, lift yourself back up. Lift the hips back up and send the right foot back to tabletop. We'll take it to the other side. Maybe first you wag the tail side to side, just a little bit of a reset. Cool. So we step the left foot in between the hands. Can use our left hand to help it get there. Inch it over to the right side of the mat. And then drop the knee, drop the shin. Find your bolster or your blanket or your block. And then bring this right knee back a little bit more. Find a stretch in the hips that feels good. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to bow down. 2 to 3 breaths here. Let's come up from our pigeon, pressing into the palms. Make your way back to tabletop. Maybe one more wagging of the tail. Cool. Let's sit the hips back towards the heels and then swing our legs forward. Dandasana. Here again, you can sit on the blanket and lift your hips. Maybe you don't need it, maybe you don't want it, and that's all right too. Once you're here, see if you can find a gentle stretch in the back legs. Your knees can still stay bent if that feels better. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you move your booty meat to find your sits bones. On an inhale, we'll circle the arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs any amount. Your hands can come onto the thighs or the shins or all the way to the feet. Maybe your shape changes as you hold the pose. With an inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, maybe we're able to fold a little bit deeper, melting into ourselves. With your next breath in, we'll gently come out of this forward fold. Scooch our butt forward to bend our knees. Ditch the blanket if you have it. And then we'll make our way to our backs. We're keeping the bend in our knees. Maybe our middle fingers are tickling our heels of our feet. Find that connection with the ground and your lower back. See if you can keep the low back flush with the mat. From here, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Bridge pose. Shins are pressing forward. Thighs towards the ceiling, chest to chin, chin to the sky. Maybe you start to snuggle your shoulder blades a little bit more underneath your chest. For a more active bridge pose, you can interlace the fingers behind the hips. For a more relaxing pose, you can grab a block and then place it underneath your hips, either on the medium or the lowest setting. As you breathe in, notice your rib cage expanding. As you breathe out, notice it deflating. Maybe you linger here for a little bit longer, or you're ready to come down, lower the hips. We'll hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side, just a gentle low back massage. The next time your knees fall to the left, let them fall onto the ground. Maybe you hold on to your right thigh with your left hand and open up your right arm, either in a cactus shape or all the way out like a T. Let your shoulders melt towards the ground. Your gaze can follow your right hand. Lengthen your breath. Let's come back through center, knees to the chest, and then take them over to the right side. We open up our left shoulder. Maybe the gaze follows. Let your fingers invite that natural curl of the limbs. Let your body stay heavy and supported by the mat. As you're ready, bring the knees back into center. You can rock side to side again, or you can grab onto the outsides of the shins or the feet and kick the legs out for happy baby to end our practice. And if there are any other shapes or poses that you want to take again, or that we didn't get to in today's practice, explore that. Pause the video. Or just continue in your own time. Find your center and your own needs. We'll all meet in Shavasana. Your choice. You can extend the limbs out to the side. You can butterfly the legs for a gentle hip opener. You can even sit up and find child's pose if that feels better for you. And you can always change your mind when you want. Once you find a place that is safe and comfortable to be still in, allow yourself to come back to your natural breathing rhythm. Allow yourself to find an inner smile. Maybe you do lift the corners of your mouth. You showed up, you put in the work. Now let yourself to just be. And so much is going on around us, it can be hard to stay grounded and take care of ourselves. The practice of yoga invites us to connect to what's going on the inside so that we're able to navigate the outside world with more compassion, more groundedness, more self-assured-ness. You can stay here in corpse pose to end your practice, or you can sit up and find a seat. Either way, we bring both of our palms to our heart and end the practice with 3 long breaths. One is to thank yourself for showing up. Another is to thank the space around you for holding you. And another is to thank our ancestors and the land from which yoga comes from. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last time together, we breathe in, breathe out. Thank you for sharing your practice, your time, your energy. It is truly invaluable, and I hope to see you on the mat soon.